I'm Josh.
I'm Serafina.
Welcome to Pan Poly Plus,
the channel that talks about love
relationships.
and how we handle them. Today we'll be doing something special, which is we will be doing a quiz for our 5 love languages. So love languages are the ways in which we communicate.
There are 5 different love languages. Quality time, which is spending quality time with your partner away from screens. Acts of service, which might be doing chores or things for your partner when they're busy. Words of affirmation, supportive words, encouraging words, saying I love you. Next there's physical touch, and finally gift giving.
Today we'll be doing a quiz to discover which love languages we each prefer to communicate with. So we are pretty sure that we differ in the love languages that we prefer to communicate with, but that doesn't have to be a hindrance on your relationship, and in fact we think it's a benefit. So anyway, let's crack on with the quiz, and you can follow along at home because we'll read the questions aloud and we'll tell you our answers. So the first question is whether you're male or female. Now, little asterisk here. There is not an option for other or any other gender.
Yes, just there are of course more than 2 genders.
The quiz that we are doing today is 5lovelanguages.com/quizzes/couples-quizzes/ and there are a few different quizzes for the type of relationship status that you're in. I don't know why that's relevant, but apparently it is. Okay, so I am cis female.
Yep, I identify as male.
So then it's age, I'm 25.
Yeah, I'm in the 25 to 34 box now.
Then it's married. We should have been married by now.
Well, it says married or in a relationship. There are a couple of different quizzes depending on whether you're a child or single. But yes, in a relationship.
And then whether you've read the book or not. So the first question, all the questions are based around the statement, it's more meaningful to me when, and then you get 2 options. So the first one is, it's more meaningful to me when I receive a loving note, text, or email for no special reason from my loved one, or my partner and I hug. So for me, it's definitely the first one.
Yeah, I think it's when we hug for me.
Yeah, so we're already in different answers. It's more meaningful to me when I can spend alone time with my partner, just the 2 of us, or my partner does something practical to help me out.
For me, it's alone time together.
I don't really know. I think probably when my partner does something practical for me.
Next question. It's more meaningful to me when my partner gives me a little gift as a token of our love for each other, or I get to spend uninterrupted leisure time with my partner.
Definitely a little gift for me. I think it's a little bit different because I have long-term ongoing relationships with different people who have different love languages. So often the way that I often communicate through love languages across the spectrum to account for all the different love languages that my partners prefer, but I'm trying to stick to what I prefer most of the time. And for me, because with some of my partners we spend very little time together, it's more about the quality of time that we spend together rather than the quantity.
Yeah, well for me this one is leisure time spent.
It's more meaningful to me when my partner unexpectedly does something for me, like filling up my car or doing the laundry, or my partner and I touch.
For me it's touch because I can do my own chores.
I think for me it's the chores.
Next question. It's more meaningful to me when my partner puts their arm around me when we're in public, or my partner surprises me with a gift. So for me it's arm around each other in public.
I think definitely a little gift for me. If I'm in public, and especially if we're socializing with other people, an arm around me can be nice, but it can seem a little like it's shutting out other people out. It's more meaningful to me when I'm around my partner, even if we're not really doing anything. I hold hands with my partner. Definitely holding hands, not really doing anything together. I'm like, wait.
Yeah, I think I'll go with hold hands as well, actually.
Okay.
It's more meaningful to me when my partner gives me a gift, or I hear I love you from my partner. I think for me, I'll go with I love you.
Definitely a gift. I love a token that signifies my partner has been thinking about me, especially for partners that I don't see very often or get to spend a lot of time with. But that doesn't mean I want things bought for me. I'm not materialistic, and I don't like buying into consumerism. So something like what my boyfriend got me, which is the hot water bottle cover from his childhood. So he didn't buy anything, but it's a super special gift, and I love it so much. And it has a hot water bottle that goes with it, but I don't need it now in the summer. And teddy bear's name is Pierre. It's more meaningful to me when I sit close to my partner, or I am complimented by my loved one for no apparent reason.
I think I'll go with complimented for no apparent reason.
Yeah, I think complimented for no apparent reason. Kind of those two feel the same for me, but
It's more meaningful to me when I get the chance to just hang out with my partner, or I unexpectedly get small gifts from my partner.
for me, it's definitely more meaningful to get an unexpected gift. But with gift giving, because I find it such a signifier of how a partner is thinking about me. If a gift is something that doesn't represent me at all, it doesn't represent that they thought about me, or it's something that I don't, that is very much like consumerist gift, for example. Like if it was just a bit of makeup that I'm not going to use, or some celebrity perfume that just isn't really me, then that would actually mean more negative things for me than it might do to someone else, because for me, I put so much worth into what are you saying with the items or things that you share with me.
I think for me this one is maybe gifts as well, because thankfully we do get to spend a lot of time together, so an unexpected gift might feel more special in that instance. It's more meaningful to me when I hear my partner tell me I'm proud of you, or my partner helps me with a task.
100%. When my partner tells me they're proud of me, that's special in my heart. But also, like, girl has got her tasks down. I don't need help. So
Yeah, proud of you as well.
It's more meaningful to me when I get to do things with my partner, or I hear supportive words from my partner. I think definitely supportive words, because sometimes I'm doing things that are out of my comfort zone. Like, I do a lot of performing, and sometimes I'm doing like challenging material, or I'm doing something brand new, and then that's more significant to me.
I think I'll go with supportive words. It's more meaningful to me when my partner does things for me instead of just talking about doing nice things, or I feel connected to my partner through a hug. I think this one for me actually is the first one, because it is very powerful when people follow through on the things that they say they will do, rather than just saying them.
I think I would agree with that statement. It's more meaningful to me when I hear praise from my partner, or my partner gives me something that shows they were really thinking about me. Oh, absolutely, the second one is me down to a T.
I think I'll go with praise from my partner for this one. It's more meaningful to me when I'm able to just be around my partner. I get a back rub or massage from my partner. The second one is time spent with your partner and a massage, so I'm going to go with the second one.
Yeah, like I work with tiny babies and I carry them all the time, so my back always hurts. So a back rub is totally my dig. It's more meaningful to me when my partner reacts positively to something I've accomplished, or my partner does something for me that I know they don't particularly enjoy. I think for me, definitely the first one, because I'm all about accomplishments.
Yeah, I'm feeling the first one as well. It's more meaningful to me when my partner and I kiss frequently. I sense my partner is showing interest in the things I care about. This one, I'll go with the second one for this one. I think the shared interests is probably a bit more powerful.
Yeah, I'm absolutely about the second one. Like, some of the most powerful things for me is when my partners let me go on like a really academic spiel, and I know that like I'm pushing the boundary of their interest, but they like stick with it and they let me just go. That really feels special. To have them engaged and interested in what I'm interested because I'm interested in it is really special. It's more meaningful to me when my partner works on a special project with me that I have to complete, or my partner gives me an exciting gift.
A lot of these are contextual. I guess it depends on the project. If it's a fun, creative, or exciting project, then it would be the first one, so I'll pick that.
I think for me it would be the second one, because if I'm working on a special project, I usually am so engrossed in it that it's kind of like I find it difficult to take in social surroundings as well, so it would not really mean that much. It's more meaningful to me when I'm complimented by my partner on my appearance. No. Or my partner takes the time to listen to me and really understand my feelings. The second one, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the second one as well. A compliment on your appearance is nice, but
no one cares what you look like.
yeah, listening to you and understanding you is more meaningful. It's more meaningful to me when my partner and I share non-sexual touch in public. My partner offers to run errands for me.
Definitely the first one for me, even though touch usually isn't my go-to way of communicating love. Running errands just doesn't really do very much for me. I can handle my own errands.
Yeah, I'll go with the first one too.
It's more meaningful to me when my partner does a bit more than their usual share of responsibilities that we share in around the house, work-related, etc. Or I get a gift that I know my partner put thought into choosing. Oh, the second one is me all over.
Yep, second one for me as well, because the sharing of we share our responsibilities anyway, and I think doing a little bit more than your half would not mean as much as a thoughtful gift. It's more meaningful to me when my partner doesn't check their phone while we're talking, or my partner goes out of their way to do something that relieves pressure on me.
The phone one, it irritates the shit out of me. I mean, it irritates the out of me.
I will go with the relieves pressure on me.
It's more meaningful to me when I can look forward to a holiday because of a gift I anticipate receiving, or I hear the words, "I appreciate you," from my partner. This is a tricky one because I don't like anticipating gifts. I don't like the feeling of a gift being an obligation. That takes away the essence of gift giving for me. If you are obliged to give a gift, then it doesn't carry very much meaning for me personally. So I will have to go with the second one, hearing I appreciate. Although I really love hearing I appreciate you.
Yeah, but again, context dependent, because one of my favourite shared gifts or gift for your 25th was when we went to Paris in December. And like you were anticipating travelling somewhere, but it was a really special experience. So if it was something really special, like a travel occasion like that, then I would pick that option. But more generally, I'll go with I appreciate you as well. It's more meaningful to me when my partner brings me a little gift after they've been travelling without me, or my partner takes care of something I'm responsible for, but I feel too stressed to do at the time.
100% number one for me, because I have partners who I don't get to see often, and if they've been to an experience or been abroad somewhere that I haven't and they bring something back to me, it gives me the sense that they were thinking about me there, and then it makes me feel connected in some way.
Yeah, like gifts are not usually my number one choice, but if it's related to travel and it's a way that me and my partner can share in the experience that they've had, or they can use that as a inspiration for a discussion about their travel experience, then that's special. So I'll go with the first one.
It's more meaningful to me when my partner doesn't interrupt me while talking, or gift giving is an important part of our relationship. I think the first one, oddly enough, because gift giving has to remain special. So if it happens all the time, it's not that special. Whereas my partner letting me just riff off whatever super random academic or trivial knowledge I'm accumulating throughout the week, there's nothing better for me. I'm all about that stuff. Yeah. Being able to spew all this knowledge that no one is really interested in.
No interruptions. It's more meaningful to me when my partner helps me out when they know I'm already tired, or I get to go somewhere while spending time with my partner. I think spending time with your partner while you're going somewhere, probably traveling, that's definitely my choice.
Yeah, I would agree, but I also do find it really special when a partner sort of recognizes that you're tired or you've had a hard day, and they sort of incorporate that into how they respond in their time. It's more meaningful to me when my partner and I are physically intimate, or my partner gives me a little gift that they picked up in the course of their normal day. I think because for me, gift giving is something that you kind of pore over and think about, and that thought is the gift for me. The sense that I've really been thought about and I've been understood. That's the thing that really gets to me. But also physical intimacy doesn't necessarily mean very much to me. But I think I'll have to go for physical intimacy because I really enjoy physical intimacy.
Yeah, the physically intimate is my answer as well. It's more meaningful to me when my partner says something encouraging to me, or I get to spend time in a shared activity or hobby with my partner. I think a shared activity and shared time for me would be more important, although the encouraging words is a close second.
I think definitely for me the first one, the saying something encouraging, because if I'm in an activity that I'm already enjoying, like I'm having a great time anyway. Whereas if a partner says something that actually encourages me to do something that is maybe a bit out of my comfort zone, that's really powerful for me.
It's more meaningful to me when my partner surprises me with a small token of their appreciation, or my partner and I touch a lot during the normal course of the day. I think for me, regular touch would be more important.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with you actually. If it's throughout a whole day, then I do want the regular like tappings.
Yeah.
We're very touchy-feely.
Yeah.
Lots of snuggles.
It's more meaningful to me when my partner helps me out, especially if I know they're already busy, or I hear my partner specifically tell me, I appreciate you.
Taking time out of a busy day is so stressful and means so much. And I understand completely how much that means on a day where your schedule is just like double booked.
Yeah, I think I would actually go with that one too.
It's more meaningful to me when my partner and I embrace after having been apart for a while, or I hear my partner say how much I mean to them. I think for me, it's definitely hearing my partner saying how much they appreciate me, especially if they don't know I can hear. The first time I heard you talk about me to your parents was really special.
Yeah, that's an important judge of character, I think, when you hear how people talk about you or their loved ones when those people aren't present. So this is really tough because if we've been apart for a long time, then I would want the embrace and to be tactile. I'll go with hearing how much I mean to you as well.
Okay.
It's more meaningful to me when I receive a loving note, text, email for no special reason from my loved one, or I sit close to my partner.
Oh, I got a different one from my last question. Okay, what's your answer for your one?
I will go with the loving note, text, email for no special reason.
Mine is, it's more meaningful to me when I hear I love you from my partner, or I can look forward to a holiday because of a gift I anticipate receiving. I think for me it's the second one because, I don't know. No, I'm going to go, I thought this would be so much easier. Yeah, I'm going to go with the first one actually. I hear I love you because again, I don't want to anticipate a gift. So my answer is a bit of a surprise because we thought I was all about receiving gifts as tokens of being thought about. And actually it says that my winner is with 28% words of affirmation, which I really didn't think about myself. So it says, actions don't always speak louder than words. If this is your love language, unsolicited compliments mean the world to you. Hearing the words, I love you, are important. Hearing the reasons behind that love sends your spirit skywards. Insults can leave you shattered and are not easily forgotten. Kind, encouraging, and positive words are truly life-giving. I really don't know if I agree with that, because usually if someone talks badly about me, I don't really care. But also if someone speaks positively about me, it doesn't tend to affect me that much.
Well, it's not just someone, it's your partners specifically.
But even so, like if you were having a bad day and you yelled at me or something, I don't know whether it would ruin my day.
Yeah, so
I don't really take it that personally. So.
This quiz gives you the 5 love languages and a percentage for each one with how relevant they are to you. You and I have done this test in the past once or twice before, and the percentages are so close that it's hard to even rank them as first, second, and possibly third as well. I also got words of affirmation for my top one this time.
Oh, also at 29%.
Yeah, both at 29%. But usually my top 3 are words of affirmation, physical touch, and quality time, and those 3 sometimes fluctuate. But with this test, they're always around like 26-29%. So my top 3 are those 3, then acts of service, and then gift giving at the bottom.
My top 2 are words of affirmation and receiving gifts, because gift giving really is my way of communicating love externally. The partners that I have don't communicate with that love language. They are not gift people. So I think maybe the results of mine is a reflection of that, of what I'm used to now in communicating love, is that I know, constantly giving gifts isn't necessarily going to mean all that much, like to you, for example.
Sure.
So maybe that's a reflection of it, because normally I'm like at least in the 30s with like receiving gifts. Not items, usually letters, but maybe that's a reflection also of words of affirmation, because that is actually words. For me, like letters are the most precious thing on the planet.
It doesn't matter, I think, if you and your partners have different love languages. The purpose of communicating this with each other is so you can help learn how your partners communicate, what their love languages are, and then learning to better communicate with them on that level. That doesn't mean that you have to have the exact same love languages.
Yeah. So my breakdown is 29% for words of affirmation, 26% for receiving gifts, 16% for both quality time and physical touch, and 13% for acts of service. Now that's pretty accurate, because service acts, like doing chores and things like that, like I'm pretty happy doing myself. I don't need someone else to do that, so that doesn't mean so much to me. And quality time and physical touch, usually when I'm spending quality time with a partner, I'm very physically touchy. We're snuggling all the time, so that makes a lot of sense that those are equal. What about you? What's yours?
Top 3 are words of affirmation, physical touch, and quality time. So words are 29%, physical touch 26%, and quality time 23%. Those do fluctuate though, but they're all around 26, 29, 30%. Then acts of service 13%, and receiving gifts 10%.
So I think the kind of point to highlight here is that yes, we both got the same for words of affirmation, but with me, receiving gifts, particularly letters, is like sometimes at the top of my way of communicating love.
Well, yeah, and that would be words of affirmation and gifts at the same time.
2 in 1. But Josh is only 10% for receiving gifts. And I wanted to just bring this up and kind of highlight it, because you don't have to be in a relationship with someone who has the same love language as you. As long as you communicate about the fact that your preferences are different, it functions completely fine. So I don't tend to get Josh physical. I don't really buy you anything. If I ever get you a physical thing, it's usually secondhand.
Yeah, each of these questions can be quite context dependent. So a lot of these questions specify some kind of like present or physical gift. Like all of the images are of the classic box present. But actually for me, a lot of the gifts that I like to receive, or that I ask for if somebody asks what I would like, are travelling gifts for me. And then Fiona's are things like Pierre, which are kind of meaningful and have sentimental value.
I think travelling gifts is really difficult, because if someone tried to gift me the gift of travel. There are so many things. Like, I need to know that I can go and do the things that I want to do, like go to the certain art galleries or go and try this certain restaurant. If I was just like given the gift of going to somewhere that I would then go to the country and then not be able to go and see all the things that I wanted to go and see, I think that would be a great gift. But something with like deep meaning is always a winner for me. Thank you for joining us as we did the quiz. If you do the quiz at 5lovelanguages.com, please let us know your results in the comment section down below, and we hope you'll join us for the next video. Bye!
Bye.